Oh, my goodness. Did you all see what happened at Wimbledon this weekend? I'm literally still fanning myself over the absolute perfection that was Princess Catherine and her gorgeous family gracing center court for the men's finals. I just had to jump on here immediately to talk about what we witnessed because this wasn't just a royal appearance. This was a masterclass in courage, dignity, and the most heartwarming mother-daughter moments that had me reaching for tissues throughout the entire match. Now, I know you guys are excited for more WOM. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now, let me tell you, when I saw Princess Catherine step out in that stunning royal blue midi dress with those perfect capped sleeves, I nearly fell off my chair. The woman has been through absolute hell with her cancer treatment this past year. And here she is looking like an absolute vision. That's not just fashion, my friends. That's a statement of resilience that spoke volumes without her having to say a single word. And did you notice how she perfectly coordinated with little Charlotte? That wasn't an accident. That was a mother and daughter showing their unbreakable bond through that gorgeous matching blue palette. The entire family looked absolutely picture perfect with William and George in their smart suits and ties, creating this beautiful sea of blue that just radiated unity and strength. But what really got me was watching the little interactions between Catherine and Charlotte, those tiny, precious moments that the cameras caught that showed us exactly what kind of mother our future queen really is. Did you see when Catherine gently brushed Charlotte's hair back during the match? Or when they leaned together, sharing some private joke that had them both giggling? These aren't just photo opportunities, folks. These are genuine moments of connection between a mother and daughter who clearly adore each other. And can we talk about the absolute miracle it is to see Catherine looking so vibrant and engaged after everything she's been through? This time last year, she made that rare appearance at Wimbledon with Charlotte and her sister Pippa while still undergoing cancer treatment. And the entire crowd rose to their feet in a spontaneous standing ovation that brought tears to my eyes. Now she's back, looking stronger than ever, fulfilling her duties as patron of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club with such grace and dignity that it takes my breath away. What struck me most watching the family at center court was the stark contrast between how the Wales family conducts themselves versus certain other former royals who shall remain nameless, though we all know exactly who I'm talking about. Here's Catherine, who's literally fought for her life this past year, showing up with no drama, no complaints, no Netflix documentary crew following her every move, just quiet dignity and a commitment to her royal duties that's frankly awe-inspiring. Meanwhile, those California attention seekers can't go 5 minutes without manufacturing some new drama or playing the victim card from their $14 million mansion. Did you see the sweet interaction Catherine had with little Lydia Lowe before the match? This precious 8-year-old girl who had overcome a brain injury and had to learn to walk again was representing the Dan Maskell Trust and performing the coin toss for the wheelchair final. When Catherine asked if she had any advice for public appearances, Lydia gave that adorable 3-word response: "Don't be nervous." And our princess, despite all her experience, responded with such humility: "Take deep breaths. Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you." That's class, people. That's someone who sees the wisdom in a child's words rather than thinking she knows everything. The way Catherine sat next to tennis legend Billie Jean King in the royal box showed exactly why she's so beloved. There was genuine warmth and respect in their interaction, not the stiff, formal exchanges you might expect. This is a woman who connects with people at all levels, from sports legends to young ball girls, and makes each person feel valued. It's not something you can fake or rehearse. It's just who Catherine is at her core. And let's talk about that picture-perfect family moment when they all arrived together for the men's finals. William in his double-breasted blazer looking every inch the future king, George at 11 years old already carrying himself with such poise in his dark suit, Charlotte absolutely beaming in that beautiful beige dress, and Catherine radiant in royal blue. This is what royal duty looks like, folks. This is a family united in purpose, showing up not for the attention or the accolades, but because they understand what it means to serve. I couldn't help but think about how these Wimbledon appearances are building family traditions that will shape these young royals for years to come. George and Charlotte have now attended multiple times, learning the protocols, understanding the significance, absorbing the lessons of public service by watching their parents. Little Louis, at 7, hasn't made his Wimbledon debut yet, but his time will come. These aren't just fun outings. They're preparation for future roles. They're lessons in duty and responsibility delivered with love and natural family connection. What's particularly touching is how these Wimbledon appearances continue a royal tradition that spans generations. Catherine herself has spoken about how Wimbledon was very much part of my growing up and how it inspired her to get involved in tennis. Now she's passing that same love and tradition to her children, creating memories and connections that will last a lifetime. That's how you build a strong monarchy, not through tell-all books and Oprah interviews, but through quiet consistency and genuine passion passed from one generation to the next. Let's not forget that these Wimbledon appearances come just a month after Trooping the Color, where Catherine and Charlotte melted hearts with their matching aquamarine outfits. Did you see them then? The princess wore a gorgeous Catherine Walker coat dress with a matching hat by Juliette Botterill, while Charlotte coordinated perfectly in her beige dress with blue accents. The attention to detail was exquisite. Even Charlotte's hair bow perfectly complemented her mother's ensemble. These matching moments between mother and daughter aren't just about fashion. They're visual representations of the close bond they share. I was particularly moved watching Catherine present the trophy to Iga Swiatek after the women's final. Did you notice how she took a moment to console runner-up Amanda Anisimova, telling her to keep her head high? That's empathy born of personal experience. Catherine knows what it means to face challenges, to feel like you've failed, to need encouragement to keep going. She's not just performing royal duties. She's connecting human to human, heart to heart. And speaking of heart-to-heart moments, those little exchanges between Catherine and Charlotte throughout the match were absolutely precious. They were seen deep in conversation multiple times, with Catherine listening intently to whatever her daughter was saying, giving her full attention despite being at a major event with thousands of eyes on them. There was that beautiful moment when Catherine pushed Charlotte's hair behind her ear. Such a natural, maternal gesture that speaks volumes about their relationship. What I find most inspiring about Catherine is how she's managing to balance her royal duties with her ongoing recovery from cancer. She announced in January that she was in remission, but she's been remarkably honest about the challenges that continue even after treatment ends. During her recent visit to Colchester Hospital, she admitted that recovery is a roller coaster, and that the phase afterwards is really, really difficult. Yet here she is, showing up, engaging fully, bringing joy to others while still navigating her own health journey. That's not just courage. That's a level of selflessness that leaves me in awe. The connection between Catherine and her children is clearly something she treasures and nurtures. Royal experts have noted how her close relationship with Charlotte mirrors her own strong bond with her mother, Carol Middleton. This multi-generational emphasis on strong family connections was something the late Queen Elizabeth greatly admired about the Middletons, seeing it as a solid foundation for Catherine's role in the royal family, and how right she was. Catherine is creating a warm, loving environment for her children, while simultaneously preparing them for their future roles. No easy balance to strike. When you compare the Wales family's approach to royal duty with the Sussex strategy of constant victimhood and attention-seeking, the contrast couldn't be more stark. Catherine has faced a literal life-threatening illness with grace and dignity, using her experience to connect with other cancer patients and bring attention to their needs. Meanwhile, Meghan moans about perceived slights from years ago while sitting in her California mansion. One woman turns personal suffering into compassion for others. The other turns every minor inconvenience into a Netflix documentary. The difference is night and day. What's particularly impressive is how Catherine has maintained her dignity despite the absolute onslaught of nastiness directed at her by the Sussex squad throughout her illness. The cruel speculation, the conspiracy theories, the attempts to undermine her or suggest she was somehow faking her condition. Lesser women would have broken under such sustained malice. Catherine simply rose above it, never acknowledging it, never allowing it to distract her from what truly matters. That's true strength, not the performative speaking your truth we see from certain other quarters. I feel like Catherine's journey through cancer has deepened her connection with the British people in ways that will shape her future queenship. She's no longer just admired for her beauty, style, and perfect performance of royal duties. She's loved for her humanity, her vulnerability, her quiet determination to carry on despite personal suffering. In allowing us to glimpse, however briefly, the reality of her struggle, she's forged a bond with the nation that transcends the usual relationship between royals and subjects. And let's talk about William for a moment, the steadfast, loving support he's provided throughout this ordeal. No dramatic declarations of protecting my family while actually exposing them to greater scrutiny. No using his wife's illness as material for interviews or memoirs. Just quiet, unwavering presence, picking up additional duties when needed, ensuring their children's lives remained as normal as possible, and standing beside Catherine at every step. The way he looked at her during Wimbledon with such pride and love spoke volumes about what this family has endured behind closed doors. The Wales children, too, deserve our admiration. At such young ages, they've had to cope with the fear and uncertainty of their mother's serious illness, yet they've continued to appear at appropriate public events, behaving with remarkable poise and maturity. Compare that to certain other royal children, trotted out for Netflix documentaries and magazine covers, but denied any real relationship with their royal heritage or extended family. Which approach seems more genuinely protective of children's well-being? Watching Catherine at Wimbledon, engaging with everyone from tennis legends to young children with such genuine warmth, reminds us of what true royal duty looks like. It's not about the spotlight or the accolades. It's about connection, service, using your platform to lift others up. Every interaction, every smile, every moment of attention given fully to whoever she's speaking with. That's the essence of what makes Catherine so special and so beloved. As we look to the future, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude that this remarkable woman will one day be our queen. Her journey through illness has only strengthened the qualities that make her so perfectly suited to this role. Her empathy, her resilience, her understanding of what truly matters in life. The monarchy is in safe hands with Catherine and William at the helm, raising their children with the perfect balance of privilege and responsibility, duty and joy. So what did you think of the Wales family's Wimbledon appearance, my dear viewers? Were you as moved as I was by those tender moments between Catherine and Charlotte? Are you inspired by Catherine's strength and grace through her health journey? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and join me next week for more royal insights and commentary. Until then, God bless our Princess of Wales, God bless the royal family, and God save the King. Ta-ta, and bye for now.